Zafarabad, 7-2 joint favourites. 4-1 for Raya Lux. Eau de Cologne, steady support for most of the day here. 6-1 into 5-1. 9-1 for Chevalier Errant. 10-1 Rollerblade. 11-1 for Eastern Gale. And 14-1 outsider of the party is Bold King. Handicap chase, and they're sent on their way. And as often is the case, Zafarabad the Grey is one of the first to show, racing on towards the first of the 17 fences that are taken all. They all negotiated safely. So the Grey Zafarabad from Eau de Cologne in second place, Rollerblade races in third. And just at the ditch, Zafarabad had a quick look at it. Now at the back of the field, Chevalier Errant was a little bit up to his name by diving out to the left, with a chance now to gather their thoughts in these very early stages as they swing right-handed before they encounter the first of the fences on the side of the course. And it's Zafarabad a length and a half clear from Rollerblade in second, and Eau de Cologne completes this trio, who are about 5 or 6 lengths clear at present from Bold King, who rather bridges the gap between the two groups, is currently showing in fourth place. Raya Lux in midfield, also in midfield is Eastern Gale. Towards the back of the field, Chevalier Errant at this stage. Reaching the first down the back, Zafarabad, Rollerblade and Eau de Cologne, the order over it. All over safely. Ordacta currently travelling in midfield, a little wider than the others in the blue colours. And as with our last chase here, they're really not messing around. Fast ground and a strong pace being set up front by Zafarabad and Tony McCoy. About 3 to 4 lengths clear now from Rollerblade in second. 2 lengths back to Eau de Cologne as they approach the next one, and ultimate one down the side of the course. Zafarabad jumping well out in front. 5 to 6 lengths clear from, in second place, Rollerblade, the yellow cap, then Eau de Cologne, the blue sleeve jacket, who's just been closed on slightly by a few of the chasers, to include Bold King and Ordacta. Raya Lux just running down his fences slightly, just receives a reminder from Norman Williamson towards the back of the field in company with Eastern Gale, and still Chevalier Errant is last of all. So gradually Zafarabad has extended his advantage throughout the last half mile or so, and spins back towards home for the first time with an advantage of what now must be at least a dozen lengths, and seems to be racing very enthusiastically, bouncing off this ground at present from Rollerblade, then Bold King on the inside of Eau de Cologne as they come to the first in the straight, which Zafarabad is over safely. Rollerblade searched for a stride, and it's noticeable how many of the others just rather pottered into that fence as they race towards the middle one up the home straight. Again, Zafarabad, he's clearing his fences. The others are all landing a little awkwardly, and Zafarabad continues to travel stylishly as he comes down towards the fence that in a circuit's time will be the final obstacle. And Zafarabad, Tony McCoy just putting him right there, shortens up, 12 lengths clear from Rollerblade, then Eau de Cologne on the outside of Ordacta, who's beginning to get a bit closer. Bold King, the grey, receives reminders on the inside, still travelling quite well, green and white of Eastern Gale, then the red and white of Raya Lux, and Chevalier Errant is being ridden along towards the back of the field. John, you're watching this, Zafarabad really bouncing off the ground. A few of the others appear to be feeling it slightly.
Yeah, he likes the ground. Tony McCoy's made his mind up for him right from the outset, and this is a horse whose jumping was fairly iffy in the early stage of his career, but the back end of last season he got his act together and he's been bustled along. I'm not sure just how much he's enjoying it, to tell you the truth. This isn't the way that he normally runs, and time will tell whether it's a tactic that's going to pay dividends.
Yes, and certainly at the moment, Zafarabad is being closed on rapidly by Rollerblade, and you saw him put in an extra stride there and actually brush the wing of the open ditch, and all of a sudden Rollerblade has gone past him, so the complexion of the race has changed markedly, and the front two have a big advantage over the others. Ordacta still heads the chase now in third place. He's a dozen lengths or so away from Eastern Gale. Raya Lux, the consistent horse, is making ground and moved into fourth place as Eastern Gale is ridden along. Eau de Cologne has gradually just sifted back through the field, is now in sixth with in seventh Chevalier Errant, and having initially been prominent, Bold King has dropped back out. Well, Zafarabad is driven back up on the outside of Rollerblade as they race towards the next, which is 6 from home. Rollerblade and Zafarabad in the air together. 15 lengths clear from Ordacta. Raya Lux continues to close. Eau de Cologne's getting his second wind and is moving through to dispute 5th place as they race towards the next, which is the final open ditch. Rollerblade and Zafarabad, neither exactly foot perfect, still with this healthy advantage of about 15 lengths from racing in third place Ordacta. Then comes Raya Lux and Eau de Cologne as they race towards the next, and these two still locked together. Zafarabad slightly out jumped there by Rollerblade, and there's now a length between the front two. 12 lengths back to Ordacta, and Raya Lux still struggling to get on terms, and then 4 lengths to Eau de Cologne. It's the last down the side of the course. It's 4 from home. and Rollerblade for Jamie Goldstein, a length and a half clear from ridden along now in second Zafarabad. Ryalux is moving through into third and trying to give chase to the leaders, who have gone very hard. They may not be out of it behind. In fourth place, ridden along, is Ordacta. Another crack, Zafarabad. Tony McCoy drives him alongside Rollerblade. This too have ebbed and flowed on the lead, going one way then the other. Have they set it up for Ryalux in behind, who's 6 lengths to find as they run down towards the third last. Tony McCoy galvanises Zafarabad. Over 3 from home. Rollerblade is low over it. Ryalux dives out to the left. Ordacta stays on at the 1 pace. They're very tired indeed. 2 from home. And it's the grey Zafarabad, repressed by Rollerblade. A length and a half between them. Ryalux still can't bridge the gap. Ordacta tries hard to run on. They are all weary and wandering around like drunken prize fighters on the run to the last. But Zafarabad, under an inspired Tony McCoy ride, runs down the final fence, but is still 5 lengths clear. Rollerblade lands on all fours. Ordacta's the one that's finishing in front. Zafarabad's beginning to paddle. He's got 3 lengths on Ordacta, who's gradually eroding the margin. But Tony McCoy, what a day. 3 wins, including the Skybet.com Gold Cup. All out to beat Ordacta, Ryalux and Rollerblade. Looking back to the others, Chevalier Errant has finished in 5th, and last of the 6 to complete Eau de Cologne. Eastern Gale has pulled up, and also pulled up Bold King. Well, every now and again you see a ride that typifies Tony McCoy. The open ditch on the far side, when he put in that extra stride and brushed the wing, it did look as if the game was up. But he and Rollerblade had a real good set too, and Ryalux and finally Ordacta couldn't quite bridge the gap. McCoy, and of course also completes a double for Philip Hobbs. Ordacta was second at 4-1. Third, number 3, Ryalux at 4-1 as well. 8 ran, the non-runner there was number 6.